So at Gap Relief, we love visuals. Visuals help us to organize, make sense, have a picture in our mind of maybe what is happening to us in any given condition. So let me tell you about Cooper's Code of Situational Awareness colors. And what I love about this is it gives very practical things. So you start out at white. That means you're at resting heart rate. You're just in condition white, meaning I'm not really situationally aware. I'm completely at rest. Above that is yellow. And when you start to grow in color, you start to grow in alertness. Your physiological makeup begins to change, especially your heart rate. And so when you are considered in condition yellow, you're walking around situationally aware. You're aware of, could there be a threat? Is there a threat? And in yellow, if something about you orient tells you there is a threat, you might bump up to orange, right? Which orange is beginning to scan. Your heart rate starts to increase. You're looking for, is there an actual threat? If so, you move up to red. Red, your heart rate goes up even more. You're beginning to engage that threat. And so you're now actively choosing some form, you've made a decision, you're in some form of action to the threat. And then transitioning between like a red and a black is a gray. So gray is this kind of trained in between. We can build resiliency here. We see this a lot with first responders, where if they're in condition gray, they're performing in pretty high levels of stress, and they're managing their heart rate, so they are able to do the things that most of us civilians are not engaging on a normal level. And then that can bump up to condition black, which is heart rate is at its max level. We begin to have some pretty significant symptoms here. This is where we might have tunnel vision, dryness in mouth, like we have some very real physiological conditions that happen here. And so we wanted you to see the different conditions just so you can see, where do I fit in any given moment? Where is my threat level? Where is my heart rate? What is my awareness of what's going on around me? And in these places, some of the resourcings that we do at Gap Relief begin to mitigate some of these physiological responses to threat. And those of us that push the line, maybe myself included, is we often function in this condition gray, where we're in an active physiological arousal response, where we're burning lots of energy. Our heart rates are up because we stay in a pretty significant level of stress. And in this condition, we can see how people in condition gray can flip over into condition black pretty quickly and without a lot of warning, because the condition gray begins to feel very normal. It's normalized. We tend to lose our baselines here. And so when people in condition gray that are used to that condition flip into black, it's very disorienting. They often don't know, why is this happening to me? I thought it was just fine. And so there's a very thin line between gray and black, or there can be.